Fuck. Holy shit. Alright, so it's fucking cold out. Like, I literally woke up today with icicles hanging from my nutsack. It's that fucking cold. I don't know, like, I hate being cold. You literally want to do nothing. And then I bitch when it's warm out, so I'm never happy. It's either way too hot where I'm sweating so fucking much, I look like I just jumped into a pool, or it's to the point where I'm so cold where my nuts kind of just go and fucking inside of me and I freeze to death. So that's kind of where we're at. We're freezing to death, and it's a ton of fun. I love it. Absolutely fantastic. You guys didn't see, I got a haircut. I look like a fucking 12 on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm just kidding. I look like a 4 out of 1 to 2. Alright, so I don't know how people lose free-for-alls. I don't get it. That's something I'll never understand. How the hell any average free-for-all player or any average Call of Duty player loses a free-for-all? Like, if you think you're good and you lose a free-for-all, you suck. I'm not even good at this game, and I can still win free-for-alls almost every time. I mean, unless I get into like some MLG tryhard sweat free-for-all, which that does happen. I do get a fusion, Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I do get some occasional people who are really good, like myself, a lot better than me, and I can't beat them, but it's close. I mean, honestly, the big thing, the free-for-all, is knowing the spawns. Or not even the spawns, just knowing general map knowledge, and most people don't even know that. Like, it's so easy to pick up on general map knowledge. Like, there's normally 1 or 2 spots where everyone goes, and you can kind of just, have strat just to run around and kill everyone. It's pretty easy. It's honestly straightforward. I don't know how the hell people screw that up. And honestly, gun skill is such a small part in Call of Duty, I feel like. I mean, obviously, to this game, it's more than most Call of Duties, but it's mostly just knowing how to fucking play. And I don't know how people lose, honestly. Like, you should not be beating people like 10 kills. I don't get how people, fuck it. Anyway, but it's fucking cold out. I'm also cold-hearted, like FaZe dropping NiQs, but that's okay, because he's on new Red Reserve now, which is pretty cool. I know yesterday NiQs put out a little video about him being sorry and everything, and I kind of felt bad because the dude gave up his job and really wanted to push to make this a career, and it kind of fell out from under him. I felt bad. I was like, oh man, dude, that sucks. I like him. He got kicked or whatnot. Then I looked a few hours later, and it's like, oh, he's joined Red Reserve and he's happy. That's awesome. I'm glad they kind of Tommy or who the fuck ever made the decision to put him on Red Reserve. I mean, that was only fair. They were putting a lot of other players on Red Reserve. He was posting every day on his own personal channel, and he wanted to make a living off of it, or attempt to. So why not just put on Red Reserve? What's the it's not hurting anyone. Okay, I understand dropping him from the main FaZe team, but putting him on Red Reserve, who cares? Let the kid be. Don't make his life miserable. And I mean, the only thing honestly I'd say is I don't think there was he shouldn't have probably made a sorry video. Kind of a little. And I wouldn't have made one. I kind of would have just done my own thing. I mean, he kind of wanted sympathy, which whatever. Who cares? It doesn't even matter. No sense in even like getting mad about it, because it doesn't matter. I'm glad he's on Red Reserve. He deserved not to even be kicked in the first place. And him being on Red Reserve, that's fine. Red Reserve is gonna be just as popular as the original FaZe team eventually. They are a branch team, they are a sub team, but honestly, he can still make a YouTube career from being in Red Reserve because he's pretty much in FaZe. If you're in Red Reserve, you're pretty much in FaZe. Who gives a shit? Just be happy you're still on a FaZe, type of deal. And I mean, he needs to get to a point in FaZe where he's getting enough views to live off of. He's not there yet. Been kind of looking at his Social Blade stuff, and he's not there yet. But give him about 2 months, and he will get to that point where he's pulling in enough views to, completely live off of that, and then just keep growing. Obviously, he's not gonna be able to live like super wealthy and lavished, right off the bat, but maybe eventually, in 2 years, he'll be able to get to that point where he'll be able to live very comfortably. Shit, if I made enough money doing YouTube just to get by, I'd be happy. I'd do it. Fuck it. I don't care. What do I think enough to get by is? I don't know. Anything between 45 and 50,000 up. I think. I mean, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot of views on YouTube a year in order to get that. But I hope the best for him. I really, truly do hope the best for him. He's a great guy, and he does bring something unique to this, to the entire YouTube community. This community is very stale, and I point that out a lot. The community needs, new personalities, fresh people, and he's definitely bringing that, which is awesome. He's kind of like, he's obviously, I'm just going to compare him to like Jev, but you guys are going to take that the wrong way. He is in his own right. Someone that is very unique. Jev is very unique. I try to be unique. I try to have my own personality and twist on things. And that's what this community needs. Unique things. And, you know, maybe that's not all personality. Maybe that's just player based, but most of that's going to be personality, because it's a lot easier to have a unique personality than it is to be a unique player. If you guys enjoyed this commentary, give me a thumbs up. If you liked me, subscribe to me, and tell me what you think about FaZe NiQs. Do you like that, bruh, or do you not like that, bruh?